Hi there, welcome to another episode of No Nonsense Whiskey. My name's Vin PF, and on today's video we've got my Whiskey of the Month from May 2022. I'm a bit late this month, but nevertheless, what I do with these videos is just go through the whiskies that I tried this month. Usually it's like 3, 4 or 5, depending on the amount of weeks that were in that month. This one we've got 4, although you'll notice there's a gap here because I covered the Cotswolds sherry cask, and that was lent to me by a fan of the show, so I sent that back to them once I was finished with that review. No longer have the bottle of it, can't show it off here today, but as I did last time, I'll pop that up there as a little placeholder, let's say, and if it wins then it wins, but we'll go through it. Over there, right on the other side then, we have the Tullibardine, and I'll keep saying it with a Scottish accent, Tullibardine. I'm really trying hard to say that properly because, that's the whole point. If you get told it's pronounced incorrectly, you should take that on board and do your best with it. That one there is the Tullibardine 225, which is the Sauternes cask finish. Wasn't my favourite of the range, but it's a very suppable whiskey, as you can see. Probably not really there, but I'm more than halfway down that bottle already. But that said, I haven't covered the other two yet, the 228 or the 500, but as when I get to those videos you might see that, considering they're all the same price, this would be the last one that I went to again, fair to say. The next one then we have is the Whiskey Baron Somerton Club from that month, and I was a bit late covering that again as well, but these things happen. I'm still keeping up with my weekly if I can, but this here is an interesting one because it's a 15-year-old single grain that's been kind of finished in port casks. It's lovely, fair to say. One of these things that I like to do on these videos though is to kind of really pick ones that are available, but I'll get through that in a bit. The next one then, not here but is here, is the Cotswolds sherry cask. This is one of their more special editions, I should say. It is very available, it's their core range, but yeah, it's pretty good. Sherry is not something I gravitate towards ordinarily, but I ended up really liking this, even so. Then finally here we have the Firkin Whiskey Company Firkin Isla, and this one here, something I didn't know is they're just going to carry on with this, but this was cask number SC19, so it's worth checking your batch cask number if you're buying this, because if it's got a different number, I can't guarantee it's the same flavour profiles, but knowing the guys that make this, I think it probably is quite similar. That's a quick run through of the bottles. So my favourite one this month may come as absolutely no surprise to anybody who watches the show, but it's going to be the Firkin single cask limited edition Firkin Isla. I can't understate enough how much I love peated whiskey right now, and it's fair to say, I have to say, that the Somerton Whiskey Club came a very close second in my personal preferences. I think you can still get hold of this if you are a member. It's a bit more of an elevated price. We got this for 50 quid, but it's like 70 quid now to members, but you have to be a member. That means you have to be in the UK or very, very close to the UK. So yeah, not very widely available. That said, Old Firkin over here isn't also widely available, but is available in like Germany, the US for a bit of a price increase, and Japan. It is available in Japan. I think I've got to go with my personal preferences, right? And for me, that's peat, and it just so happened this month covered the peat. I have to say, I mean, okay, the Tullibardine was the weakest of the 4 for sure, but I wouldn't, if we take price into account, it's on a par. But yeah, even the sherry cask was a close one in there as well. Very, very, very tough month, and I had to go with my personal preferences, of course, because we're talking about my whiskey of the month. In any case, wittering on a little bit, please let me know in the comments below what your whiskey of the month this was. It doesn't have to be of these 4, but I would love to know if you've tried all 4 of these. That would be a random occurrence, wouldn't it? But let me know what the best whiskey you bought this month was, and we'll have a conversation about that below. In any case, I'll see you again for next month's Whiskey of the Month, and keep an eye on the channel for the new Whiskey In, Whiskey Out coming in the next couple of days. Very much back to back with these 2 videos. I'll catch you again for that one.